Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Immigrant, where you get to know about various career options from the students and professionals who share their experience with those of you who plan to study or work in Canada. So what's the eligibility criteria for a PMP, average salary that you can expect after the certification, and do you really need it in order to excel in project management in Canadian job market? These are some of the topics that we will cover today with our guest Bhagi Sharma, who has been on my channel before. He's a PMI certified PMP instructor, came to Canada as an immigrant. With that being said, let's dive into our today's video. Hi Vagesh, welcome back once again. Today we will talk about PMP itself. The previous video we were talking about the certifications in general. To start it off, my first question for today is: what are the different jobs one can expect being a PMP certified professional? What kind of job titles or what kind of sectors one can explore?
Right, Sagar, thank you once again for joining with me. Being a PMP is going to help you in exploring new opportunities and creating a kind of competitive advantage for someone who is a PMP in Canada. And the sectors, which includes, of course, the priority will be given to IT sector because that's one of the dominated sector in Canada. But it doesn't mean that a PMP is only for the IT sector. PMP is a project management professionals who has the attitude and the ability to work in diverse sector. But IT is one of the focus sector for a PMP. There are sectors like supply chain, logistics is there. There is of course sales and marketing where they nowadays they are exploring PMP. There are sectors which include education, right? You will find most of the universities and education institute in Canada right now. They have a lot of projects to run around, and they are exploring the project managers who have a PMP knowledge because PMP will give them a kind of understanding that someone who has a PMP has gone through the all the phases of project management, which is initiation, planning, execution, and the closing of the project with the monitoring and controlling. So that's how a PMP can explore many sectors. And even what I have seen recently, that most of the ministries in Canada in last 5 to 8 years, it has been observed that most of the ministries, when they are hiring for a project manager in whatever the role it is, they're also asking for a PMP, right? So that's something a very dramatic shift I have seen in the Canadian job description market. So again, you can also explore many opportunities in the ministry, and you can explore such opportunities by going to the ministry website. You can find those opportunities over there. So these are the sectors, but it's not limited to those 4 or 5 sectors which I told you. There are many more to explore, but these are the dominated sector which I know. I have been working with professionals in such sectors. Yes, banking, which I was about to mention, is also one of the sector where they require PMP to manage their international or national projects.
What's the average salary you can expect after you get your PMP?
So on an average, if I say the average salary after being a PMP will be from 80,000 to 130,000. It may vary from sector to sector and the knowledge as well as the experience you have. So if you are a bachelor, have 10 years of experience and a PMP, and you will be compared with someone who is a master's or a PhD, having 10 years of experience and a PMP, for sure they will be getting a bit more higher salary as compared to you because you are a bachelor and they are a master's or a PhD. But your experience are same, right? But being a bachelor, you have more experience, and that person being a PhD has only 5 years experience. Maybe you will be getting the higher. So it depends on the market trend and the kind of background you have. So overall, I can say the average salary will be from 80,000 to 130,000. Depends from market to market and sector to sector.
Awesome. And what are some of the eligibility criteria that they have to qualify in order to even attempt the PMP exam? If you can describe that as well.
So I described that in my previous video also. Again, I would like to share over here. So to qualify for the PMC examination, it depends on 2 criteria. One is that you need to have, I think, a bachelor degree plus 36 months of professional experience of leading a project, right? That's about of leading a project. And also you need to have a 35 PDUs or a CAPM certification, right? And you can gain those 35 PDUs, might be from institute, which you can gain in a week by learning about the project management basic principles. Second criteria, if you are a high school pass out, you need to have a 60 months of professional experience, which is 5 years. Or you can also have 35 PDUs in that criteria also. And those 5 years of work experience needs to be there for a leadership position. It's not like this, you have been working on a junior junior executive for 5 years and you can apply for PMP exam. No, they do a thorough check. Whenever you apply for it, they will take at least 5 days to give you your application updates. So you have to upload your application properly with all the experience details. They will do a proper check, and if they find anything doubtful, they might get back to the HR of that company to re-verify. When I say they, means PMI, right? So they may re-verify your information. It depends. They always do a random check for that. So that's are the two criteria where you can, if you qualify them, you can always sit for a PMP examination. There's a cost for it. You have to pay, I think, somewhere around $500. I don't know the exact cost. I don't remember it. Around $500 for a single attempt. It's a 4 hours exam. You can go to the center or even give the exam from your home. Nowadays, because of Corona, it has been possible that you can give that exam from the home.
How important is PMP in getting a job, or what other qualifications or skills a person should have in order to succeed in a project management field, or is it just the PMP which can help you to go up in the project management?
No, the answer is no. If you are a PMP and you think that you are just going to explore the knowledge and the sectors and the jobs based on just a PMP, it's no. Maybe you may be shortlist based on the PMP, as a PMP in your resume. You have written PMP in your resume, but it all depends on the the interview, the hiring manager, the virtual call or in-person meeting. It depends on all the perspectives. So you have to go through 3 to 4 rounds of interview. So PMP is going to help you for sure in terms of shortlisting your profile by the hiring manager or by the HR manager. But it will not going to value add during during the process which you are going through. That is the one where you have to impress the hiring manager based on your knowledge, your past projects, the way you are answering their questions. Maybe you will be required to prepare a PPT and showcase it to the, you have to present the PPT. So I remember for myself when I was giving my interview to my organization, it was such a tedious process to go through. I have to prepare so many PPTs, I have to showcase and I have to answer, I have to present it in front of many people in the organization during my interview. So it's not that easy what we are thinking about. It's very difficult.
So it's not just a PMP which can help you land a job, right? You have to work on the other skills as well.
Yes, for sure. I mean, it's not only the PMP. You have to work on. It's a 360-degree approach in Canadian market, right? Of course, references work in Canadian market, but references will only work when you have the ability to catch up that particular job. That then only references will also work. Otherwise, given a reference, why someone will give a reference if that person may not be feeling comfortable if you may not have that ability or attitude to work for.
Awesome. All right, Vagish, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. It was such a pleasure to have you for both the videos. Wish you a lot more success in the future.
Thank you so much, Sagar, and it's a pleasure. So even for my viewers, if you think that you want to be in touch base with me, Sagar can share my LinkedIn profile.
Alright guys, that's all for today. Give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Make sure to check out my other videos on project management. Comment below for any questions or topic you would like me to cover in my upcoming content. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.